Okay, so now that we have our JDK installed, let's make sure that it's working. So now we're in the next section, the Java in the terminal. You can read this whole section to get an understanding, but I'm going to walk through it for you to help you set this up, make sure it's set up correctly. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to copy this piece of code in the clipboard because I'm going to use this code. And notice that this is a class. We haven't taught you anything about classes. I'm just doing this, glossing over some things so we can get everything set up. But this is a class in Java. And as you can see, hello world. This is a naming convention. Notice that is what we call upper camel case, or a Pascal casing is what it's actually called. And so we have the hello world. This is important, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go into it. Now, a couple of things I'm going to open up. I want to go here first, and I want to go to my file extension, my file explorer. I'm going to open that up, and notice here I have some directories over here. I'm going to go to my desktop. Now, you notice here on my desktop, I have some files here. And let me make this a little bit bigger, wider, so we don't have to see all that information. And the only reason why I'm doing it this way so we can see it. I'm just recording so much of my screen. So we have some directories here, as you can see. Now I'm going to go over here and open up my PowerShell as well. So I got my PowerShell here. One of the things that I want to do first is I want to make sure that these directories are aligning with each other. So I'm going to place this up here, and I'm going to put that there. And as you can see, so let me do a couple, and so you can see it. So I have what you can see, my path. The path here is the user LC101. So one of the commands you can run, and if you're new to programming, you can run the ls command, and it lists out all the directories. As you can see, I have quite a few directories. Now, what I want to do is I want to go into this documents directory, just like this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a CD, which means change directory, and then I'm going to tab into it. Now I'm going to do a ls. Notice something here different. You see the name test. You see the test right here, but you don't see these other three directories. This is something that I wanted to point out to you, just in case you haven't updated your OS operating system. These files are actually under my OneDrive file. It's not actually in my LC101 document. This document is under my LC101 because here's the path right here. And let me show you the difference. So let me scroll down. Let me go to my operating system, go to user. Then I'm going to LC101. And here's the documents folder right there. Notice it just has one directory, one file in it, which is test. So really, I'm not inside my LC101. I'm actually inside this OneDrive right here. That's why I was able to, that's why you don't see these files when I do my ls. So I can CD out of here by doing cd ... And if you already come from the JavaScript cohort, you understand how to do this. So I do a ls again. And so I want to go into that OneDrive. So how do I do that? I do a cd OneDrive. Now I'm inside that OneDrive, and then now there's the documents right there folder. So I'm gonna go into that CD, into that folder, ls, and there you go. All those files are right there. Now there's a couple of ways we can create a file. If you already came from the LC101, you should know how to make a directory and create and touch a file inside your directory from here, from the command line. But if you're not if you're not coming from that cohort and you're new to programming, period, I'm gonna show you another easier way to do that, or another way. I'm gonna say it's easier. One is easier and harder than the other. But let's go here and let's create a new document here. So I'm gonna create that folder, and I'm gonna call it Java test. Hit enter. And then I'm going to click into that file. There's nothing there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to go to new, right click, go to new, test text document. Now I'm going to create that hello world class. And notice that it has to be spelled the same way. So I'm creating, but I need to put the Java extension on here. And so I'm going to put the Java extension. Notice here it has this txt still on it. I don't want that txt. Let me show you something here. If I go down here to go to view and I go to show, it says file name extension is shown. If this is not checked, this is what this is going to look like. So I'm going to uncheck it. You're not going to see that .txt because you checked it. It's not checked. You want to make sure it's checked so you can see the .txt, because this is just a text document still. It's not. That's what the type is. So if I come over here, the type is a text document. That's not going to compile. So we need to go over here and make sure we get rid of that text document. So I'm going to come down here and then I'm going to go to view, show, and then I want to see the file extension. Now I can go ahead and I can rename this file. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to hit the rename. And I'm going to get rid of that txt, hit enter, and then you're going to get this warning right here, which is that's what we want. Say yes. So now it's done. Now you can see now the file source is a Java file source. This is what you want. So now when I go inside this Java hello world, I'm going to click into this. Let me get out of that. I'm going to open this up because you may not have VS Code. So let's do this in Notepad. Now remember I copied that code, hello world. Now this class name, hello world, has to match the file name. So here we have the hello world.java. This class name has to match hello world to match. So we'll be able to compile it. So now I'm going to save that. Now that it's saved, I can X out of that. And then there's my hello world Java. Now, if I come over here and do ls again, I have that Java test right here. I have it right there. So let me go ahead and let me cd into that Java test. Now I'm in it. ls, there is my hello world Java, and I'm inside of that directory. Here's the path. So now what I want to do is I'm a ls, there's my path, there's my Java. So let me do cd. Let me see, this is a file. This is a file extension, so you can't cd into this. So if I do if I do hello world, see, it won't let me it won't cd into it because it's not a directory, it's a file. So what I want to do is I want to be able to compile this. So what I'm going to type is Java C for the compile. And then I want to type hello because I want to go ahead and I want to compile this. So I'm going to get rid of this path right here. So I'm going to hit enter. Did you notice it created my class? That's what I want. So now in order for me to run this, I need to type Java. And all I have to do is type hello world. You want to type this out. And so I hit enter. You don't have to put the file extension Java on it now. So I hit enter. There it is. So now I know that this is working properly.